Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Today, I don't know much what we're gonna do, but I actually have something to kinda yap about. Kinda. It's nothing like big or major, but like, it is yapping about a game I've been playing a lot lately. I say lately, literally like last night and today. I could have just opened the letter from the post office and tossed it straight from the... This is just going to be absolutely pitiful interest. Yeah, 9,510. We have almost 2 million bells in there. Dear Stephen, how are you doing? I had something important to tell you, but I completely forgot what it was while I was deciding which stationery to use. Oh well, I'll write later. Who am I, right? Dina. I'm from Pinky. There's Stephen. I forgot to give you this gift last time. Whoops. I'm gonna spip out my place so much that next time you'll be complimenting it for sure. Or again soon. I didn't... They're always getting me. The backyard fence. I never know what to say. Alright. I'm gonna go quickly check the morning turnip price, and unless it's absolutely phenomenal, we're not selling. It's Monday morning. Like, we don't sell turnips Monday morning. Heroes don't do that. What is the price right now? 91. Okay. It's not a higher price, so I'm fairly safe in thinking it's gonna be a spike later in the week, so. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of the game Wild Assault, which, gonna give the disclaimer right now, 16 plus game. It's not like adult, but there is jiggle, there is, but, you know, it's 16 plus game. Flee on me, no way! That did not just happen. I believe you got that pest before anyone else saw it. Happy to do my duty. So, basically, it's a third-person shooter, team-based third-person shooter, and there's not a huge amount to say about it, other than, like, man, was that game, like, targeted at me. Like, it's very much got the feel of, like, with the abilities that you've got, it does feel like it's very hero shootery. Because, I mean, that's kind of the point. Everyone's doing hero shooters. But, like, playing it, it doesn't feel like a typical hero shooter. And that helps. Like, it feels like EDF when playing it. Which is letting me actually play a third-person shooter. Like, because I usually really struggle to play third-person shooters. Like, Earth Defense Force and Splatoon are kind of the only two I can play extensively. And now Wild Assault. Dina, just let me talk, girl. Muffin! Need some sauerkraut today, but I felt like there was something missing. I could use a little extra flavor. What should I add? Love! You're right, of course. Putting your heart and soul into something always makes it better. It does. Always measure ingredients with your heart. It's just how it works. But yeah, like it is quite the fun game. Though I do find it really funny, like sitting and watching some people in their all chat basically complain that the game's dying. It's like, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's hard to really tell. It's a third-person shooter that you have to pay money to play. There's a lot of hero shooters that you can play for free. That's almost certainly a big issue the game is having. Like, how are you gonna convince people to play your game when, you know, they can play other games for free, like Overwatch. This controller. is having problems. I restarted my computer, and now my controller is having a bit of a hissy fit. I don't really get it, but... But like, that in of itself is just a bit of a problem for the game. And I'm sure the developers are aware of this, like... Let's see if I can catch this orchid mantis. Heck yeah. Orchid mantis. But I mean, like, the gameplay is fun. Okay, well, the PvE game mode is fun. Other than that, I have literally only played in private lobbies with only bots because, I'm gonna be honest, I'm too old to be dealing with sweaty tryhards. I just am. And like... I greatly prefer PvE. And honestly, just having AI teammates. The aesthetics of the game are what got me interested in trying it. They're what got me buying it when it was on sale. You know, like... I don't need sweaty, try-hard, you know, shooter gameplay and teammates. What I need is just fun. But yeah, like, there's so many people complaining, like, the game's dying, and then another group was complaining that, oh, no one asked for this PvE mode, even though every time I click to enter it, like, it's insta-pop. Like, I'm instantly getting into matches. So clearly a lot of people wanted it. And they're equally complaining that, oh, it's so easy. I have played, like, 6 or... Actually, probably closer to, like, 8 or 9 games of it. Oh. Bye, Bobby. Oh, there, pal. Running into is always a nice surprise. What would like to talk about? So what chat? There's a rumor going around that you're a bell pincher. As far as rumors go, it's not half bad. I've certainly been called worse. Hey, it gives me the vibe of being Scrooge McDuck, which I'm kinda not. I literally am funding things around town. I already found the money rock. Brain, what are we doing? But like, I've played like 8 or 9 times. I've not won once. And it doesn't, at least to me, feel like it's any... Ooh, new resident. Puck. It's one of the penguins, I think. I think he's literally been here camping, and I was like, no. He really does not take no for an answer, I guess. Oh, Paula's having a seat. Ah! Hey, girl. So hot. Yeah. Yeah, I feel ya. Yeah. Aww. She's so happy. But like, it doesn't feel like anyone's doing anything wrong. The mode is just hard. Like... This might sound sort of crazy, but... If there was a lab absent and a bunch of beakers blew up, there's a shovel there and a change. What would you want? Super pink? Really? I'd do the same thing. Just like me, Parmesan. Pretty things all the way. And it would be different. Unique as well. Get some pinkest pink going on. But, like, that mode just feels hard. Hey, new bug. New bug. Got darn lucky. Yeah, I remember those being really hard to catch, so I think I did actually get quite lucky there. Another new bug? Nah, I think we've got a long locust before. Yeah. It is the first of a month, so... That does mean new bugs, new fish. If I was, like, a better YouTuber, I'd be showing, like, a list of, like, all the things that went away and all the things that are here now, and, you know, all that nice neat stuff, but I'm too lazy for that. I say as I yawn. The yawning is not intentional. I'm not tired. I've not been awake that long, really. It's just this music. It makes me tired. I need to start sleeping to it. I'd probably sleep so much better if I did. Stick my usual. But yeah, like... I'm gonna go back to that mode probably later after I actually do the work that I've yet to do today. Usually I edit before, like, noon. I haven't yet. It's gonna be afternoon before I edit today. Just out of necessity, because I wanted to check the morning turnip price just to see. So, like... I need to edit before I go back to, like, Wild Assault, and I still want to play more Path of Exile 2. I've just kind of been in a bit of a shooter mood, and it's definitely scratching that itch. Like, here's the final fossils. I will say, there are some teammates I've had that definitely do not seem to understand how to exist. Oh, it's really the nicest way of putting it. I might as well catch 3 fish while I'm at it. Because, like, there's one of the tanks that can place down a barricade that you can resupply ammo from that basically will protect you from bullets. It has an HP bar, but it's a solid object. It blocks your shots just as much as it blocks the opposing side's shots. And they'll drop it in front of a little drill tank that you need to stop from getting to the main objective marker in the PvE mode. And because they're dropping it in front of it, one, it breaks instantly the mold of this little tank. It's it, little drill thing. So, it's not even slowing it down. But it's blocking everybody's shots until the thing breaks it, because shooting the drill tip is the weak spot of the drill thing. So, like, yeah, having a few teammates doing that does definitely hurt. And I've made it to the final wave with so many different teams. We've just never beaten the final wave. Which is a little sad. Especially because I would like to get the completion. I guess Blathers is going to be a bit upset. Let's try to see if I could get a new river fish or something to also give to him, just to, you know, make him happy about getting the bugs. He's getting the fish too. But sorry, Blaths. Henry-sa! Fancy seeing you here. But I ran into you. Glad too. Henry! Oh, what a coincidence. From Norca today to do some shopping. Fancy seeing you here as well. I think, honestly, if I had any complaints about Wild Assault, is just, like... I feel like because you have to pay to play the game itself, that they should probably also give a little bit of their premium pay-for currency for free as well. You know, I feel like that would be the nice thing to do. You know, give like $10 of premium currency where you have to pay $20 to get into the game. You know, that seems fair. I mean, it's a make-believe currency anyway, so, you know, it's not like it would matter that much. Especially because you would still have to buy a little to get, like, a character skin. So, you know. It's not exactly like the biggest deal in the world that if they were to give it away, you know. I do like how they're handling their battle pass. I don't have the inventory space for shops. So basically how they're handling their battle passes is they have a new one every now and again. They have a new one apparently coming in 19 days. Oh, hey, another new bug. But all of the old ones are still there. And you can just do missions for any of them. Like, you're not fixed into only being able to interact with the latest battle pass. If, you know, you want to mess around with and get things from the first battle pass, which there is a hero locked behind that, you can. There's nothing stopping you, which is really nice. There's also a hero locked behind, I think it's like the 5th one, but it's also the literal first node and is free, so you just grab it. It's just something you claim. Kind of makes me wonder why it was even there. Alright, now, afternoon turnip price. 134. Ooh, okay. This seems like an early spike week then. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow, but that means I definitely need to catch tomorrow morning. I'm gonna hold out for tomorrow morning. Because what did I just see? Oh, I saw Paula. I saw Paula, but like the butterfly was kind of making her look different, so I was very confused. If I could stop yawning, that'd be great. Okay. Fish. I am kind of glad that even though, like, Paula's like, oh, so hot. The heat hasn't hit here yet, even though it is now June. Yes, I had to stop to check what month it is, even though it was just May. I'm that smart. Yeah, like, I would definitely say to anybody who, you know, likes furry characters, likes third-person hero shooters, Wild Assault is not a bad game. Like, there was actually, like, I even started talking in their all chat when someone was complaining, because, like, one of their complaints was, oh, the devs just aren't listening to the pro players. It's like, nor should they. Like, it's like, oh, the pro players want this one gun nerfed, and I'm looking at it and going, why though? Can you explain this to me? Because rate of fire, it was identical to another gun later in the trees of everybody who gets this gun. It's not called the AK-47, but it's the AK-47 is the gun they were complaining about. You know, 600 rounds a minute. There was a gun later on with the same 600 rounds per minute, but was more accurate, dealt more damage, had a higher control score, like, was better in every conceivable way, with the same ammo count. Now, I get the feeling that this AK does get, well, I know it gets a big drum magazine that gives it 50 rounds at a much slower reload rate. So maybe that ekes it out. Maybe the other one doesn't get extended mags and will forever be locked at 30 rounds. But if it reloads significantly faster, then it's still going to be the better gun. Like, it's kind of just confusing to me. It's like, you're not explaining how this is busted, why the developers should be listening to the pro players and nerfing it. Like, and that's to say, this is not, Wild Assault is not a big game. It does not have esports tournament presence. There are no pro players. There's no lifers. But again, you really shouldn't be listening to those people. Listening to those people is how you get bad updates. Like, and I'm sure the developers behind Wild Assault have experienced this, because I'm sure once upon a time, they did take the feedback of their top players, you know, as exactly what they needed to be doing. My thumb twitched. That was legitimately thumb twitching. Why, thumb? Why have you failed me? Because, like, apparently shotguns used to be exceedingly overpowered. And then they got nerfed into the ground. From what someone in chat was saying, was over multiple patch cycles. So it was probably a case of they nerfed them to an on-paper reasonable degree, and then those top players probably continued to complain, so they nerfed them again, and they probably continued to complain, so they nerfed them again, because that's usually what happens. And then the thing in question ends up being so horrifically nerfed that it's just not viable anymore. And generally, especially with a small community, the players complaining something is overpowered are complaining about it because it counters the thing they want to do, not because it's actually overpowered. Like, from how someone was describing it, the shotguns basically used to be, if you got that meat shot, your target was dead. Nothing they could do about it. If you got that direct point-blank meat shot, they're just dead. And quite honestly, that's how a shotgun should probably work. You're taking on a much higher risk playstyle. You should be given a high reward for it. You know, it shouldn't be, you know, 2 shots into the meat or more to take something down. It should just be 1 time. If you can get into that close range, you deserve it. But that tells me that there was probably people who had gotten very adept at going very fast and shotgunning people point-blank range before they could react with their long-range automatic weapons. Because everybody likes a long-range automatic weapon. I have learned this in my time playing Fallout over the years. People don't much care for the one-shot, one-kill. They want to spray and pray. They don't, you know, they don't want other things to be viable. They want spray and pray to be the thing to do. That's just how it should be. That's how real men fight. Spray and pray. It's like, okay. Whatever. I'll gladly one-tap things, thanks. I have another donation to make. 2 whole bugs, but they're both individual bugs, so I know you're not gonna be happy with it, but I tried. I tried, Blathers. But like, even with the AK, I get the feeling if it is a case of the magazine size is what makes it busted. then the issue is probably the magazine gives them enough staying power to probably overpower the lower damage, higher capacity, heavy, light machine gun kind of deal that one of the tanks has. Usual greetings get a little stale. I'm tired of Poyo. Tired of Poyo? Alright, we'll see what we can do. I honestly don't know. I mean, she's running with fluff as a catchphrase. So you know what? We'll give her puff and fluff. It's perfect. Let's take it for a test run. Puff! It's perfect. Thanks, pal. Knew it would be. Like, I'm not gonna go for the whole anecdote again, but there's a whole anecdote in game development of, you know, a pasta sauce company. You could probably find it by just, well, maybe not with Google, but with other search engines. Just basically searching game development pasta sauce anecdote. You'll probably find it in detail better than I could even explain it. The TLDR of it is customers don't know what they want until they have it, which is where listening to player feedback is something you should do. But you shouldn't take it as the thing you must do. That is just not how you develop a game. Like, so I'm just gonna clean up the beach while I yap. Like, yet so many people are of the mindset of, no, the developers must listen to us because we're the ones playing their game. It's like, yeah, you are. But I'm gonna be honest, especially for a game as small as Wild Assault, I can almost guarantee you that the moment that the game shuts down, if it ever does, the dev team is going to just keep an internal server to keep playing it themselves because they probably enjoy the game they're making. And it'll just become a private game that just they play. Because I can promise you, that's what people who can make games do. They make the games they want to play, and if no one else wants to play them, they just keep them and play them themselves. That's how it works. Like, it's just one of those things. Hey, Costello. Hopefully he doesn't notice anything before I talk with him. I just want to sell all these shells first. 2670. Hey Costello, what's up? Oh, too many items. I can't make up my mind. I mean, I could buy them all, but I don't think you'd be too happy with that. Go check the shops. But yeah, like, it's all to say, I've been enjoying my time with Wild Assault. I've put, I think, like 8-9 hours into it at this point, which is a good amount of time, considering I only really started playing the game, like, a couple days ago. You know, I think I started literally 2 days ago. Half of that playtime was today, though. Costa's here as well. Mow! Hey there, Steven. Because they do some shopping. This looks like you're up to the same thing. Remember not spending all your money in one place? Be pretty hard. You do got a laptop. I already have one of those, though. But yeah, like, it's a fun game. I don't know if I'm gonna, like, keep having fun with it, but I just have to not absolutely play it into oblivion. That's the trick, really. Saves. No, wrong thing. I just want to chat. Besides shop all day, so happy on days with beautiful weather like today. It's like this from us of making a lot of bright, colorful clothes. My brain always goes, oh, she's asking if I want to chat. It's like, no. No, that's not it, brain. Ah, I'm so dumb. If I could stop yawning, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I think that's basically about it for today. I know I just talked about nothing but Wild Assault, but to be fair, that's all I've done today, and I do need to go get editing, and I have been recording for over half an hour now, so it might be a good idea to get on that. I don't know if I've actually had like half an hour of usable footage, but you know, I've at least been here for half an hour, so with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then. And as it's the first of the month, I would like to thank my YouTube members for being, well, YouTube members. Be 1X Developer as an Arcs Defender, and Xerxes8947 as an underground resident. Thank you both very much.